full, heavy, strong oak on the nose. Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Horst Lüning. I'm the master taster of Whisky.com, and today, well, I have another cellar find. It's a Longmorn 1992 from Signatory Vintage, high proof, in a wonderful sherry color, and it's aged 21 years. Yeah. Distilled in April the 10th, 1992 and bottled on August 23rd, 2013. So it's 4 years old already, and no, 3.5. Matured in a hogshead. Which type of hogshead? It's that dark. Cask number 48,494, bottle number 134 of 271. Natural color, but those bottlings from Signatory Vintage are chill filtered. It's 55.9 ABV. Longmorn is a distillery. Well, I always call it a tier 2 distillery because it's not that prominent as other distilleries, but they produce really a lot of whiskey for the blended whiskey industry. It's a, I don't really know. It's still Pernod Ricard? Yeah, I think. There had been a 15-year-old Longmorn on the market, which is long gone, since 10 years now, I think, and then took some time. Then an 16 years old came out. It was incredibly expensive. They raised the price about 100. Whoa, weird. And today, I think there is a 08 statement Longmorn on the market as well. Not that bad, but unfortunately they do not show an age. So this old bottle with an age statement on it is something really special, and today you would pay for such a bottle 200, 300. So it's quite expensive. Longmorn is a typical Speyside distillery, typically some fruitiness, and they very often mature in sherry casks. That gives additional depth to the whiskey. So with these malts you can increase the taste of a blended whiskey a lot. Not that much sherry. The cork is, well, is disintegrating, but no TCA smell. So this can happen with the time. But there's also a piece of cork swimming around here as well. Well, it's a natural product. No problem with that. If you swallow a cork, well, you swallowed the cork. Nothing weird with that. Full, heavy, strong oak on the nose. And behind a fruitiness, but that dark, and together with alcohol. So it's like a, do you have a papaya which rested a few days too long in your fruit basket, which started to ferment, getting this glibbery, glassy alcohol touch in it? So there are big chances that there is methyl alcohol in it, so be careful with this fruit. But this is the smell of this overripe papaya. And everything is old and fruit and no fresh, no apple, no citrus, just heavy, strong fruit together with some caramel, some vanilla showing through. Wow. Deep and old, and It's a little bit too high with the ABV, 55.9. I never had that pure, so I add a little bit just to reduce it down to 50 or 52. I remember I had that some years ago, but it was, well, if you dilute it heftily, then the taste goes away. Yeah, so it's always difficult. If you start with this 55.9 neat, then you covered all your mouth and you will nothing else smell or taste in the upcoming hours or the rest of the day. If you're tasting, well, with too much water, then you wasted the product. Well, you might add strong afterwards to recover the heftily diluted whiskey. Yeah. Still the same smell, so it does not change a lot if you add a little water. But it's no longer that dark. A little lighter, but still no apple, no citrus. But vanilla and caramel are better now. Yeah. No, I didn't get the cork. So there aren't these typical suspects like apple, citrus. No, this is hefty, dark, full fruit. No orange, no citrus. Oakiness showing through. Not too bitter, but distinct. So espresso, cappuccino. Yeah, with the caramel, it's like a little bit like sweeter cappuccino. Yeah. Probably this hasn't been a sherry cask, but some old wine cask. Yeah, Limousin, French wine cask, probably. Strong and hefty. Mm-hmm. With the time it develops, and now fruitiness showing through. Now it's full, now it's complete, it's complex, carrying fruit as well as oranges. There had been a lot of Longmorns available at Signatory Vintage, 43% as well as 46% unchill filtered, maturing in sherry casks, in refill casks. If you have such a single cask, you can't expect to get the same result as from the the mixtures where 2, 3, 4 casks are added together. Here you have differences. They do not level out if you add 2 or 3 casks together. No, this one is just the single cask and it is as it is. So there are chances that you get something very good and there are chances that you get mediocre. But Longmorn is one of the really, really good distilleries producing behind the scenes, bringing really good whiskey for the blending industry, and if an independent bottler like Signatory Vintage is able to get his fingers on those casks, typically the spice for the blends where you add only very little malt whiskey to a lot of grain whiskey, this one pure is always acceptable and good. There are very few casks which are really bad, and typically they do not come from the well-established big independent bottlers. Oh, yeah. Very good. I like it. Thank you very much for watching.